It's that sense of continuity and belonging to the land that will keep the American cowboy alive, and we hope for another century or so. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to introduce to you, from Cache, Oklahoma, Mr. Hank Elling.
Thank you. Thank you for your persistence of staying out here with us. When it's springtime in the Rockies, I'm coming back to you. Little sweetheart on the mountain, with your bonny eyes so blue. Once again I'll say I love you, while the birds sing all the day. When springtime in the Rockies, I'll be coming back to stay. Springtime in the Rockies, I'm coming back to you. Little sweetheart on the mountain, with your bonny eyes so blue. Once again I'll say I love you, while the birds sing all the day. When it's springtime in the Rockies, far away. Thank you. Robert was talking a little bit ago about he liked to do as much work horseback as possible. Well, my dad was kind of like that. We raised cattle and hogs, and not only did we do our cow work horseback, we did a lot of our hog work horseback. Have any of you ever herded hogs on a horse? Well, I have, and Daddy even said I could practice roping on them if I wanted to. He didn't mind how much I roped those hogs. Didn't want me practicing on the calves too much, but I roped those hogs all I wanted to. But anyway, I've announced that a few times before, and then I've asked if anybody else has ever herded hogs horseback, and I've never had known of anybody else to say they'd done it. So maybe we were kind of a one of a kind like that. I like modern cowboy music, and I like some of the old Hollywood cowboy music, and then I like some of the real old cowboy music from the 1800s. Well, I'm going to do a real old one now. It's on my CD back there if you should care to look at it. The name of the tune is When the Work's All Done This Fall. Kind of a tragic song. A group of jolly cowboys discussing plans at ease said, "One, I'll tell you something, boys, if you will listen, please. I am an old cowpuncher, you see me dressed in rags. I used to be a good one, boys, and go on great big jags. I have got a home, boys, a good one, you all know, although I haven't seen it since very long ago. I'm going back to Dixie once more to see them all. I'm going to see my mother when the work's all done this fall. When I left my home, boys, my mother for me cried. She begged me not to go, boys, for me she would have died. My mother's heart is breaking for me, that's all, and with God God's help, I'll see her when the work's all done this fall. That very night, this cowboy went out to stand his guard. The night was dark and raining and storming very hard. The cattle, they got frightened and rushed in a wild stampede. The cowboy tried to head them while riding at full speed. While riding in the darkness, how loudly did he shout, trying to head the cattle and turn the herd about. His saddle horse did stumble and on him it did fall. Now he'll not see his mother when the work's all done this fall. His body was so mangled the cowboys thought him dead. They picked him up so gently and laid him on a bed. But he opened wide his blue eyes and looking all around, he motioned for the cowboys to sit near on the ground. Send my mother my wages, boys, the wages I have earned. I am so afraid, dear, the last year I have turned. I'm headed for a new range, I hear the master's call. Now I'll not see my mother when the work's all done this fall. Bill, you take my saddle, George, you take my bed. Pete, you take my pistol after I am dead. Please think of me kindly when you look upon them all, for I'll not see my mother when the work's all done this fall. Charlie was buried at sunrise, no tombstone for his head, nothing but a little board, and this is what it said. Charlie died at daybreak, he died from a fall. Now he'll not see his mother when the work's all done this fall. Thank you. I have to write what I'm going to do on my hand. And if I write it, if I work on my program a few days before, it means I don't wash my hand. But anyway. Any of you remember the 40s and 50s? I remember the 50s. I don't remember the 40s too much. I was around for the latter half of the 40s, but I don't remember it very much. But here's a song kind of from that era. I drove a herd of cattle down from old Nebraska way. That's how I came to be in the state of Iowa. I met a gal in Iowa, her eyes were big and blue. I asked her what her name was, she said Sioux City Sue. Sioux City Sue, Sioux City Sue. Your hair is red, your eyes are blue, I'd swap my horse and dog for you. Sioux City Sue, Sioux City Sue. Well, there ain't no gal as sweet as my sweet Sioux City Sue. I asked her if she had a beau, she said yes, quite a few. But still I started a-courting my sweet Sioux City Sue. The first time that I stole a kiss, I caught her stealing too. I asked her if she loved me, she said indeed I do. Sioux City Sue, Sioux City Sue. Your hair is red, your eyes are blue, I'd swap my horse and dog for you. Sioux City Sue, Sioux City Sue. Ain't no gal as sweet as my sweet Sioux City Sue. Now I'm admitting Iowa, I owe a lot to you, 'cause I come from Nebraska to meet Sioux City Sue. I'm gonna rope and tie her up, and then here's what I'll do. I'm gonna put my brand on my sweet Sioux City Sue. Sioux City Sue, Sioux City Sue. Your hair is red, your eyes are blue, I'd swap my horse and dog for you. Sioux City Sue, Sioux City Sue. Well, there ain't no gal as sweet as my sweet Sioux City Sue. No, there ain't no gal as sweet as my sweet Sioux City Sue. Thank you. If I forget words, I don't call on my wife. She lets me. She would be embarrassed if I did. Do you know the words to any of my songs anyway, dear? Oh, you do? Well, I'll start asking you. Last time Robert and I performed together, well, he jinxed me. He goofed up some words to something, and then I got up there and goofed up about the words to about 3 different songs. So I hopefully did my homework this time. I don't think I'm going to forget anything. Well, many, many years ago, when I was 23, I was married to a widow. She was pretty as could be. This widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair of red. My daddy fell in love with her, and soon they two were wed. This made my dad my son-in-law and changed my very life. My daughter was my mother, 'cause she was my father's wife. To complicate the matter, even though it brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. My little baby then became a brother-in-law to Dad, and so became my uncle, and it makes me very sad. For if he is my uncle, then that also makes him brother to the widow's grown-up daughter, who of course is my stepmother. Well, I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so. I'm my own grandpa. My daddy's wife then had a son that keeps him on the run. He became my grandchild 'cause he was my daughter's son. My wife is now my mother's mother, and it makes me blue, because although she is my wife, she's my grandmother too. Now if my wife is my grandmother, then I'm her grandchild, and every time I think of it, it really drives me wild. For now I have become the strangest case you ever saw. As husband of my grandmother, I am my own grandpa. Oh, I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so. Oh, I'm my own grandpa. Hey. I made a list of about 12 songs I wanted to do, and there's not enough time for 12 songs, so I marked out a bunch of them down to about 6 songs. And I think I marked out too many, because I'm going to wind up doing one I hadn't practiced. But anyway, this song's from back in the 50s. If you're as old as I am or older, you'll probably remember this song. Never done in public before, but I love this song. Oh, the wayward wind is a restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander, and I was born the next of kin, the next of kin to the wayward wind. In a lonely shack by a railroad track, I spent my younger days, and I guess the sound of the outward bound made me a slave to my wandering ways. And the wayward wind is a restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander, and I was born the next of kin, the I'm getting through my list a little quicker than I would. I've run out of stuff on my hand, but my last program I did last time is on the top of my guitar, so I can fall back on some of those old songs I'll bet. Marty Robbins song. Anybody like Marty Robbins? To the town of Agua Fria rode a stranger one fine day. Didn't talk to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared ask his business, no one dared to make a step. That stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. Come riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw loose and running, come the whisper from each lip. He's here to do some business with the big iron on his head, big iron on his head. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and that many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more, 1 in 19 more. Well, the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. He was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He was here to take an outlaw back alive, or maybe dead. It didn't really matter, he was after Texas Red, after Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw wasn't worried, men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his head, big iron on his head. Well, the morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they stepped out in the street. Folks were watching from their windows, everybody held their breath. They knew the handsome ranger was about to meet his death, about to meet his death. There was 20 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather when a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his head, big iron on his head. It was over in a moment, and the folks had gathered round, and the body of the outlaw lay before them on the ground. Well, he might have gone on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to take the ranger with the big iron on his head, big iron on his head. When he tried to take the ranger with the big iron on his head, big iron on his head. Thank you. One more? Or was that all? Or? I'm done? Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.